Rooted and Rising family, welcome in, welcome in. Take a deep breath. Let's ring the sound bowl. And you may hear Marco over there, Marco the dog and his energy. He's over there making little dog sounds and being a dog. Okay. All right, Rooted and Rising family. I have mentioned, here and there that I do love to journal. And I do journal a lot. And I journal just different things, of course. Journal thoughts, journal poems, journal the Bible, journal, just journal things, okay? But you can also journal, with Oracle, with Tarot. So I journal with that as well. And so I'm just going to share a little journaling with you all. And as an example sometimes of how you can also use Oracle, use Tarot, or whatever resource you prefer, obviously. And also journal some things about you, that maybe that you need to either work on. So it helps you, address issues that aren't easy to address. You could do it, in the privacy of your own, home and bubble away from people. All right. And you can start to do your own self-work. And you can talk to, Spirit and, ask what Spirit wants to reveal to you, about what you should journal on or work on. Or if you have your own Oracle or Tarot, you could just, it's as simple as pulling one card, looking at that and grabbing what Spirit is communicating to you through that card, what's resonating with you there. Again, your own resources, other works of other, journal resources that, prompt journaling, or if you are into the Bible, whether you're Christian, use the Bible for hoodoo practices or something like that, whatever you use the Bible for, you could do that, or again, whatever it is that resonates with you, so many things, so I can't list them all. I don't know them all. I just know what I do. Okay. But anyway, so I'm just sharing that with you, and also just kind of as a guide to show you if you want to begin to journal with Tarot or journal with Oracle. Don't do anything overwhelming. We don't need to, if you are just, already a master journaler and you spend hours journaling and looking into things and definitions and researches and really pouring out, then wonderful. I can get like that sometimes. But just one card. Start off with something very simple. One card and just, 15 to 20 minutes on that. Nothing that has to be huge. All right. Sometimes the little small steps is all we need. It helps us get things out. So this is a way to get things out. This is a way to get things addressed and out. All right. And then that brings healing. All right. Because you can address it. And you don't have to address it with everybody's eyes on you if you're that kind of person. Or if you are that kind of person, it's out. So you know what you want to address with someone. All right. You know how to talk about it, what points to bring up, that kind of thing. Okay. All right. No self-sabotage allowed. I'm just going to read what I wrote. I will put a picture up on it so you don't, mind whatever grammatical errors, mistakes. Who cares? It's just journaling, just write it down. No self-sabotage allowed is what I wrote. Just that line on maybe on the 5th, I believe, of August. That's what, sorry, I wrote that on the 5th. And then this I'm doing today, all right? And I was just putting that there as a reminder of what I wanted to write about, what I wanted to look into and work on, and what I was planning on getting back to. All right, and then today I just pulled an oracle card from one of my green thumb kind of oracle decks and clarified it with another deck, oracle deck, because oracle decks can be geared towards something, but just the what's on the card can represent a lot of different things, so it's good to use those. And it's easy to understand. You don't have to know the meanings of a tarot card, to break it down for those who don't. So you could use an oracle deck. So, with plain words that you can understand. So no self-sabotage allowed, all right? The card that I have from this particular deck, that card that came out right away was Bird, Freedom, Opportunity. It's a pretty card. You'll see the picture. All right, and this, I'm just going to read what I actually wrote. I found it quite ironic that above this I wrote no self-sabotage. The card in itself represents movement, liberty, in a sense of hope and connection with adventure. And this is real moving, forward energy, and frankly, much needed encouragement right now. This card suggests that I am not stuck. All right, there is an opportunity that has arrived, that is being cultivated, that is being refined, that is moving steadily and also quickly, right, behind the scenes. This opportunity has peeked out at me. It whispered, and I heeded its voice. I followed it, though scarred and scared, eager to grab onto its offering, still shattered and worn from life's lessons caused by insecurities, lack of self-love and esteem for one's own worth. However, the card Bird says fly away from all those moments into the freedom that I offer. You may be fearful at first, fear rooted in old wounds, heartache, and suffering, betrayals, being ostracized, berated, and discarded. But I, as in the card, and what the card is offering, I offer healing. I offer rest. I offer serenity. I offer sweet words. I offer protection. Most of all, I offer love. Love, transcending anything you've ever known love to be. This love is an offering that restores your mind, your body, your energy, your time, and yes, most of all, your heart. What is being offered here is all connected to freedom. This is freedom that unlocks. This unlocks freedom from the past. So my message to self is not to self-sabotage. Stay open to the freedom that is opportunity, that this opportunity is offering, rooted in love, liberating you from the shackles of the past, ushering you into a whole new life and a whole new you, leaving the old, the former behind. Because the Bible tells us in Luke chapter 5, verses 36 through 38, that no one tears a piece of cloth from a new garment and uses it to patch an old garment, for then the new garment would be ruined, and the new patch wouldn't even match the old garment. And no one puts new wine into old wineskins, for the new wine would burst the wineskins, spilling the wine and ruining the skins. New wine must be stored in new wineskins. And that was the New Living Translation for those who do not know. All right, so very quick today. That was just an example of some short journaling that you all could use if you chose to. If you use Oracle, if you use Tarot, if you have a combination of things that you use. Or if there's something that I put up here, like I did, no self-sabotage, which is something that I wanted to go and address with myself, that I notice that I tend to do. And that can just be in assumptions. Things have played out a certain way normally. So you self-sabotage by behaving as if it will always be. But you can't really expect new behaving in old behaviors, right? So whether it's just a subject or something that you want to address with yourself, and you just begin to write about that, do that. Just 10 minutes, and you can address it with yourself. You get it out, up and out, right? So that you can begin to heal and then actually take steps to work on it. And invite your spiritual team, whatever your belief is, to also help you in it. Then they know exactly what it is they want and need to help you with. They already know what you need, but they know that you're ready to address it so that they can help you with it, right? All right. Very quick, very short and easy today. Just sharing something that I personally do with you. And, if you take something from it, you take something from it. And hopefully you will. All right. As always, stay rooted, stay rising, and aligned with all the divine gifts ahead.